I would like to pick up on the vibe before this question, if I may. So, about 10 years ago, one of your presentations from West Point somehow fell into my hands. I'm a Romanian. I'm here at the Kennedy School, and one of the striking things in there was a very striking quote from you, which you said, "Don't be afraid to take on the experts, even in their own backyard."
Yeah.
If allowed in the real world, they will bleed to death in the jungle.
Yeah.
Along those lines. I don't remember the exact quote.
Pretty good.
But I'm just wondering, are you still, would you still support that view? And do you think at some point you have to encourage young children, after they've had their sheltered life and you've explained about the box, that they actually have to move on and actually challenge some of the things that they hear? Thank you very much.
The context of the comment was when I became much more senior as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, National Security Advisor to President Reagan, or secretary. But as I became more senior, I would enjoy having experts come in to brief me on things. And when they did so, I would argue back with them. I would test their knowledge and test how much they really understood about what they were saying. And so just because they were experts in and of itself was not enough for me to take whatever they told me to the bank. And I think it's wise for any leader coming along who is faced with issues, complex issues, to get the best people around you. But don't think that they are always right. Sometimes they are not. Sometimes they are so narrow in their field of expertise that, as the second part of the quote goes, that when they actually get out into the real world, you know, they bleed to death because their expertise isn't relevant. And I've seen that over the years. As the gentleman was just suggesting, there were experts when we were doing the intelligence work for the UN speech who knew better, but I didn't get exposed to them and I didn't have a chance to challenge them. And so it was the considered opinion, but always be prepared to challenge expertise, because it may not be expertise. But that isn't to say they're wrong, just says don't take it at first value, first face, especially if your instinct is telling you something different. One of the rules I've practiced, and one of the things I've written up in the book, is that decision making is a combination of getting all the information you can, analyzing it, comparing courses of action, but then listening to your instinct. It's not a guess, it's an informed instinct. All the information has come in, but you're the boss. You have to be a little bit above it and plug in all of your experience to see whether what you're about to do still makes sense. And so instinct is as important as expertise or judgment.